Awesome. I think this should be a little bit better today. Awesome for everybody for who might be catching up after the main stream. This is sort of the recorded version. I try to keep it like not super awkward as much as possible. We're gonna continue with today's puzzle. This will go for a few days. Did you know Airfix made puzzles? I goddamn didn't. But this has been kind of fun. It's 1,000 pieces of the famous Tiger one. And we're sort of assembling this together. It's been a little bit more of a challenge than I anticipated at first, but this is also multicasted to viewers on Twitch, and I will bring them in very shortly. And it's been kind of fun, so welcome everybody. Welcome back, of course, for the folks who are sort of just now starting in. And we'll catch up with everything. Let me make sure everything's running okay. It's oddly enough in the Discord always posts as a video, which is a little bit strange, but YouTube is a little strange, so I'll see what I can get. Let me just make sure this is working from the other side. It looks like it is. So far, so good. Welcome back, welcome back. Okay. I will give everybody a minute to start coming in because the notifications and stuff take a second to go out, of course, so I'll just take a minute to welcome everyone, make sure my Twitch chat is running as well. It seems as though it is. That takes a second to update as well. I was going to actually upgrade the quality on YouTube. I can stream in 1440 on YouTube actually, so we'll figure that out, I think, for next time. Like, want to make sure everything stays stable. I also turned down the latency today, so that means that when I see your responses, I've been streaming for like 10 years, so I like read as I'm doing stuff and and I respond. So with ultra low latency, that is a YouTube option, and it basically means I can respond faster than yesterday. You're gonna see the responses quicker, so that'll be kind of fun. That will be kind of fun. Oh, what's up, Will? Holla! How's your Sunday going? So I worked on this a little bit. I mean, worked on, as though it's like actual work. I worked on this a little bit today. My back is a little bit like jacked up as always, but yesterday's stream, it's a little tough on it today. So I think this is going to be a shorter stream than yesterday. But as always, you're all welcomed in, and you guys can hang out, and we can chat and talk about whatever. So you're too lazy to check older videos. What do I think of the M10 Booker? You know, I think it's I'm gonna be, what do I think of the M10 Booker? I think it's really interesting that not only have we added another armor platform to it, but that most people tend to agree that it is a light tank. And what I've heard about, I'm gonna save this, there's like some muzzle flash from the sort of whole machine gun. Anyway, I kind of want, some better explanation as to why nobody's gonna call it a light tank. I think that's super interesting because even like General Abrams, he's retired now, of course, but son of Creighton Abrams agrees that it's a tank, and I think that's really interesting. So the messaging regarding it, I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree with the way they're doing that. And I would like some more understanding. I'm not gonna say like, hey, that's wrong and I know best, right? But like some more understanding. So anyways, welcome in. We are making a tank puzzle. My day is going okay. Thank you, Darkside. This is multi-streamed again with Twitch. My usual audience is used to some video game content and stuff, and my YouTube audience isn't. So I was like, I want to stream some other stuff. Would the YouTube guys like to come along? And so this is actually being simultaneously broadcasted to my Twitch account too. So if if I'm responding to something you don't see, it's probably because it's from the other channel. So just so you know, the chat is not combined on the screen, because I think that's not necessary. So I can kind of keep up with both, and I'm gonna try to do that the best I can. I will go ahead and say, makeup and lighting. So here's our puzzle view. Here we go. This has been a lot more challenging than I expected. The last puzzle that I completed was a painting, and I thought that because it was a painting, you know, you have it's sort of like copied over and then made digital, and the details are going to be sort of difficult. But I actually find that this one is a lot more challenging because it is a computer generated image, and it's not as clear as I thought it would be, and there sort of isn't. It's more challenging than I thought. So I think it should be sort of fun. Oh, Lost. That one's in the merch. Let me see if I can. This shirt. This was one of my older designs. I thought this was fun. As a big fan of the mouse, the I'm not fat. I'm well armored. I also have it for the tortoise too. So like, let me see if I can find the link for you. Where is that at these days? Let me see if I can grab that. I have my like. I think for YouTube it's in the products underneath the stream. Let me see if I can find the link for you. There's a tank top as well. Unfortunately, it looks like it's been like ripped off by a bunch of different things. That's kind of cool. We love that. We love getting our stuff taken. Thank you, Baru, 43 months. What's up? Do I know of any updates on Steel Aces? Not that you don't know. Like, and even if I did, I wouldn't leak anything that's not published yet. So by what they have posted in their Discord, I don't know anything besides that, unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna get this little link posted and then we're gonna move on. I worked a little bit to do some more on this, but yeah, this is from the merch page. It's fun. Plop. There we go. Anyways, fun. This has been a bit more challenging of a puzzle than I expected. I think that this fits here. But I'm gearing up, kind of working the kinks out of, I think that would fit there. It does. And this comes down a little bit, I believe. Well, that looks a little weird, but I think we're fine. Feed the carpet monster? No, the carpet monster is on a diet, bro. The carpet monster doesn't eat anymore. Not for me. But happy Saturday. Anyways, does that fit there? It looks like it wants to, but it doesn't. But it's around there somewhere. We have like a bunch of these interesting green pieces that I was working on a little bit of the like roof structure. The carpet monster is full. The carpet monster is full from the last puzzle, man. We have a lot of these gray pieces. Also, I think that actually goes over here. That looks like the top of the, that's like the top of the barrel going through some of the gray on the other side. Good evening, Lumberjack. What's up? Well, you're talking about the Booker. I met, this was at ManWarCon, when it was at Fort Benning before it changed to Fort Moore. I was at ManWarCon and GDLS showed up and they had like a big printed scale model. It was like maybe 1/16 or so of the M10, and a green suitor walked by and he had been a 19 series who had been asked to test it, and he really liked it. He had nothing but good things to say about the Booker. So obviously, like, it's not just how it's designed, but it's also how it's used, and I would imagine that I trust that it wouldn't have been put into production if it wasn't like well thought out in terms of its use. So I'm curious as well. Yes, I did cut my bangs in the bathroom mirror last night. Good eye, Mercedes. Good eye. Yeah, it is a happy little puzzle. I think this is going to be a challenging one. This is going to take some time, but I'm not going to lie. Because of the image quality, I'm not going to say I recommend Airfix puzzles. I think the picture could be better made, not just as its own, but also for a puzzle. I think it could be better done. I'm gonna say that. I'm 30, Felix. I think it could be better done. A good start, though. I am going to email Mick Graham. He does paintings. He does tank paintings. They're fantastic. I should have brought mine up to show it to you. I'm going to ask him if they'll do merch, jigsaw puzzle merch of his art. He does these fantastic oil paintings of tanks and kind of other machines. He's an ex-tanker himself. Ooh, I think this is our missing top piece up here. Yes, sir. We just need one more. Just one more. What's up, Teddy? How you doing? You have the same puzzle as well, Britt. Challenging is polite. Listen. I'm a polite person. But yeah, no, I think it's a cool idea, because not everybody has, like, not just the patience, but, like, not everybody's into scale modeling, right? Like, and I think like something fun and chill, this is a good idea. I think jigsaw puzzles are a good idea, but a little bit more on the execution would bring about something a little better. I'm just gonna say that. Put some rooftop pieces together. There's like some... This is also a really small reference image. That's like more in the middle. We're gonna leave that alone for now. Airfix, you may know them. It's their, they make like skill models. Jigsaw killed people. You want to play a little game? That looks like pieces. This is fire. I'm gonna put it over there. I'm sort of just trying to break up my pieces by... Oh, there we go. That's like middle pieces. I'm putting all the like signage for the cafe and stuff over there. The link to the puzzle, if you want to give it a try, is in the description on YouTube. If you want it, I'll just drop it to you on Twitch if you guys are watching and you guys want it. I was working yesterday before I left. I was working on like this portion. I don't know if you can see very well, but it's like kind of these support beam area for the rooftop. Is there a way to combine the chats? There is on my end. I think that you guys would just have to watch both. The problem is, so I'm limited as a streamer on Twitch to post the chat together, because it kind of doesn't want you promoting the other website at the same time. So I'm actually not able to post them both. There may be a website, I'm gonna look into it a little bit, there may be a website that kind of displays them both sort of side by side, so that I could link that to folks who really don't like the separation, because I can understand. Like, I get it. I think this goes over there. We have like some sort of these modeled pieces that go over there. This puzzle is actually not easier. Well, the thing is though, so Sam, like when it comes to the M10 conversation, here's the problem. Like, I learn a lot, right? Because I'm lucky. I'm blessed to be able to share the room where the experts are speaking and then listen, right? But the problem is, like, I'm not really comfortable with framing myself as an expert. I really prefer to be kind of the co-host or facilitate the experts speaking, but I don't necessarily want to be put in that place because I don't necessarily think it's appropriate. You guys don't even know me. Like, what are my credentials to be speaking on the M10 Booker? You guys happen to know that, like, I hang out with... I get to observe conversations, and I get sometimes invited to conversations, or you know, part of promotions and what have you. I have a Booker video coming out because I went to AUSA in DC this year, for example, right? So like, that is what they want to hear about it, but I think there's a correct way to facilitate this discussion, and there's an incorrect way. And kind of like speaking offhand, wow, I'm really just like lucky to listen. Isn't necessarily appropriate. The last thing I want to do is sort of speak out of turn and give enthusiasts the wrong idea, right? I would rather wait until I can get somebody who has like proper credentials to speak and allow them to speak, right? There's like a little graphic that I love to reference when I talk about this, and it's kind of like, they'll just put anybody on air these days, man. I've been reached out to by like proper 3-letter news organizations to speak about Ukraine. And it's like, I don't even have, like, y'all don't even know my government name. Why do you want to put me on a news channel to speak on something? Doesn't mean I don't know anything. Oh, certainly not. Like I said, I get to be, I met the defense minister for Estonia last month, and I got to go to sort of this a dinner where we're talking about rearmament of Ukraine very specifically. However, I would much rather facilitate the discussion to direct your questions towards him and not speak for it, right? Like, I don't think it's appropriate that somebody that just calls himself Sophie Line speaks on the news. Do you know what I mean? So, like, entertainer sort of, or co-host to facilitate the discussions, yes. I would really prefer to give the subject matter experts the space to speak themselves rather than, you know, to pretend that I'm the subject matter expert myself. A lot of people can get away with doing that, and that's fine, but I don't know, it's kind of a media literacy thing, and it's also like sort of an ethics and journalism type thing as well, so I know that sounds like a lot, and that's not what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear me just say that the M10 Booker should have this and should have that, or isn't good, and the Marines should have never gotten rid of their tanks, and you guys would like me to just echo things or speak confidently, as though I am the originator of the information myself, and I'm just not going to do that. I'm sorry. But I do have, I'm happy to share an opinion, but I'm going to be framing it as that. Ethics in journalism, guys. I know it's not something you see these days. You know, it's important. I remember Jens told me how to pronounce this, and I forgot it already. Is it Pripsple? Hey, Fixer, what's up? This is actually what I dread. This, like, corner of tiny gray pieces that I've been assembling is the part I dread the most. I think this is going to be the biggest pain in the ass of the entire puzzle, and I'm putting it off. We're gonna take everything of that piece and just put it over there. Do I have any scale modelers in my chat here on Twitch or over on YouTube? Is there an edge piece? Well, backseat me, Barnaby. Where is it? By which quadrant? This, like, there's like some tree pieces and stuff that are gonna go together. They're at the top. Yeah, the frame pieces. I see a frame piece as well right here. Don't fool me. Bottom right under the wrist. There it is. I think I see it. Thank you. Hell yeah, brother. Getting backseat jigsaw puzzled is actually surprisingly successful. I didn't want to believe that those two went together and they didn't. Hey, Braden. The table is definitely enough, yeah. Alright, what we're gonna have to start doing, I think, is assembling sort of the pieces here, or finding the part where the roof touches it. Servus, no. I tried that piece already and it didn't fit. I don't know why I thought I should try it again. No. The puzzles are really fun, man. You're gonna soon get back into it. What do you want to jump into in terms of what are you getting back into? I definitely think scale modeling is like an important hobby. I don't know, like it can add a lot to somebody's like understanding. I think it can be really enjoyable, and I think just like doing it the way you want is a little bit underrated as well. But who doesn't want just like a bunch of baby tanks in their house, right? I may speak with some bit of bias to that degree, but is it still working? No. So it's not going to be restored to running condition. The Armor and Cav collection, they're trying to sort of preserve the vehicles there. It's not really they don't have like shows or anything. And when it comes, they're a little bit more angled toward preservation instead of kind of making it a show. So that one, the engine is not in it. It's in storage. There was another one made. It's actually the last of 2 prototypes, and the other one was scrapped after it had an engine fire, apparently. So says the records. It has an engine fire, and so it was scrapped. This was way back. This is decades ago. And so the Armor and Cav collection is not the same as some of these other museums that will sort of restore different stuff, or they'll put, engines from some tanks into other tanks in order to kind of keep something kind of going. They're not going to do like live historical restorations for live shows or anything like that. If you do go to the open houses, they'll run. So we're talking a little bit about the M10 Booker. GDLS won sort of the bidding for producing the M10 Booker, but BAE was the other company that was submitting designs, and one of the BAE prototypes I forget, it's like XM something or other, and I forget. Um, they do run it. It's in running condition and it's kept in running condition, and they'll like start it up and like move the turret around and stuff for the audience at the end of the open house days. So that's like one of the things that you'll see there. But for the most part, something like the T95, they're not interested in making new parts for it, because then that's not really historic preservation. They want to do preservation. We're going to keep things kind of in their condition, keep them going in the condition that they're in. Whereas if you're going to make rebuilds and stuff, you know, you start bringing in like a sort of ship of thesis argument. And I'm not going to say there's like a right or a wrong way to do it from a museum's perspective, because I think it's their choice. And I think it's if you want to think of yourself as a custodian in history and not rebuild things for entertainment with rebuilt parts, I think that's valid. There's different kind of museums for different roles. I know that something like Buffington, and they have these huge events, and they really market the vehicles that they restore. Come and see them and check it out, and rah ride around and all this merch. There are some museums that focus more on preservation, and I don't necessarily think that's incorrect. I think preservation matters just as much. Like, listen, and you're talking to somebody who really likes to see tanks running around and stuff. Like, I really do. It really does add to a depth of understanding, and I think it's valuable. But there is something to be said for maintaining something in its original condition as best you can. I agree with that. That's a stretch. Oh, but it worked. Yeah, they changed. When you say they changed the management, they actually they have a new director now. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the typical like sort of enthusiast or event goer is gonna see a difference. David Willey is still the curator. The marketing team, the workshop team members, and stuff like that still remain. What's up, Mootsie? How you doing? I really want to see if I can attach this like roof structure part. I need different pieces though. I can see where they kind of come together, and I can see that I'm like missing the entire part. Thank you, Spider. It'd be like that sometimes, NASCAR. The T30's doing all right. No, don't just try shit. Hey, takes FTM. Peace in our time. Let 1,000 pieces bloom, as far as I'm concerned. Thank you, Jess. Peace in our time. God damn it. Y'all are clever. Y'all are clever. Let me just move some things around. Which is the most beautiful tank? Man, I think beautiful is an interesting way to describe a tank. I would argue, it's the most like subjective question ever, and it has a very subjective answer. That doesn't look right. No, I don't think that's right. I think it goes this way. This may be the top edge here. Hold on. Yes, that's actually what that is. It's the very top part of the roof. So it's gonna go somewhere else. Tanks that have like really interesting lines. I don't think there's any tank in production that I would call beautiful. There's really interesting prototypes with some, like, I think, oddly enough, the sort of Cold War era prototypes, the T-58, T-54, E1, T-69, they have a sort of, they have a curvature which is sort of interesting, despite being, like, large tanks. The production model of Tiger 2 is a bit... I don't know if I'd call it beautiful. There's other adjectives. Other adjectives, maybe, but... The 1390 is like... if it seems really graceful for a vehicle, for a tank. Renault FT would be cute. You could definitely make it cute. The Panther in World War II, really? I get it. That's fair. Hey, Canuck, I'm alright. How are you? I am, like, addicted to this now, though. I have... I have a hobby that I like. I don't know, man. I accidentally, like, I thought this would be just something fun to kind of be a holdover on stream until I found the next game I wanted to play, but I actually genuinely enjoy this now. So... Is the blonde natural? No, I bleached the shit out of my hair. That is still gonna be further over. And we have some bushes that are also further over. This is like to the side of that. That goes here. Actually, no, it doesn't. I am a fool. I am a fool. But that goes somewhere over there, I think. Hey, Imperial, what's up? Did I play Stray? I did not. I'm honestly just kind of waiting for Steel Aces to come out. I'm really looking forward to that one. Aquino is at a different date this year, by the way, for my Canadian viewers, including Canuck. They're going ahead and they're putting it later in the year. Maybe here? Oh yeah, there we go. Getting there. Getting there. We need a couple more pieces for that to fit in. We'll go for there. Christmas special? We can do... I think I'll be free on Christmas to stream for a little bit. Yes, it's later in the summer. I'm not necessarily mad about it. I know that like... kinda... Oh, this is a no one. This is a new one, JD. I finished the Corsair one. This is new. I haven't played Sprocket. A bunch of people from my community have, though. Oh, goodness. Stuka, thank you. I wish I had the attention span for Hearts of Iron. I played the hell out of that in school. Oh, what's up, Rowski? Yeah. I loved doing the Bradley videos. Those were honestly... some of the most fun to record, and I went into it like, I'm not gonna say I wasn't interested, but getting to learn about the Bradley from somebody who did it for real was like a huge treat. And I walked away from that with a lot more respect for the system, for sure. Now, when I was in university, like era-wise, I wasn't physically playing it on school computers. Hearts of Iron 3 used to be like the game, you know? It's a long time ago. I haven't tried Hearts of Iron 4. Don't let the Swedes run the chat. Hey, cowboy! What's up? Yeah, I got sick. I was actually, I went to Fort Cavazos to cover one of their exercises. Video's gonna be coming out from that pretty soon. But I got really sick. And that's the only reason why I wasn't there in November. I hope the event was good. It's the first one I've missed since, what, like 2021? I was sick for like a week. I was super bummed. The Cowboy does an awesome job with some of the other reenactors for the Vietnam section of that event. Yeah, a lot of people got sick, man. You made the Remembrance Day. Yay, that's good. That one snuck up on me. One of these days, I gotta make it go right to go out there for that. The Remembrance Day parade is so meaningful. The Panther, what it was like KF-51? Rheinmetall's, a concept. Somebody mentioned the other day that, Hungary bought some. They put in some orders for some. I think that fits there. Ooh. Ooh. Which tanks are the ugly tanks? I like to try to say that there are no ugly tanks. Like, there are plenty. Every tank is handsome. But, that's not true. There are definitely some ugly tanks. We should be nice to them, though. Okay. These don't, like, lock together super well. I'm gonna see if I can get this over here. I don't think so. Yeah, I can understand, Brayden. I can understand. I'd only been to Fort Hood when it was called Fort Hood once, and I tried to refer to it in the proper way because, you know, it's named that way, and so, like, when there's public events and people are like, I want to go, if I call it Fort Hood, they may not get the correct, like, directions. Let me try to move this using paper. The mouse is ugly. Ban him. Ban him. No, the Morisalt, no, that one is so cute. It's so funny looking. It reminds me of, like, a weird little sea creature. No, that one is great. This is gonna sound really mean. But I think, like, the sort of interwar looking designs don't look great. I don't think the Stewart is that good looking of a tank. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I think this fits here. And then we're just gonna build from there. And, like, I managed to break a bunch of these, so I have to redo them. Oh, the glare is so bad. Let me see if I can fix this. I had to sit in the chair kind of weird. The glare from the lighting is terrible. Oh, goodness. Will, thank you for the gift sub. For everybody on YouTube, that's the Twitch alert for gifted subscriptions. It's nice and fun and jarring. Where would this even go? I think I screwed this up a little bit. There we go. Is a turtle nature's living tank? We got mobility. We got armor. What about a turtle's firepower? I think in the case of a snapping turtle, that firepower is definitely present. So normally, if I've only been over there a few times. I don't work for the army. They'll, like, invite me to cover something as a YouTuber, like, kind of as independent media, but I'm not in the army. I'm not contracted for that. But when I do visit, kind of over, if they do, like, public events, over on the field, on Cooper Field, that headquarters building sort of nearby, their PAO office is out of there, so, it's cool. It's cool to see the army do army stuff, though. That's definitely a treat. Hold on, I screwed this up. There we go. If I was senior? What do you mean? Ooh, there we go. What's up? Thank you. A hydrate option in the channel point. I actually banned the hydration bot. Nobody needs to tell me when to drink. I have some water off screen, but weekend is work. Ah, the weekend worker. Will knows I understand his pain. That does not fit together. Looks like it does it just for a second, but it doesn't. I think that goes this way. It's kind of hard to tell. Find a good puzzle. I got mine off of Amazon. I'm gonna be a little bit, like, I'm gonna be a little bit of a straight talker here and say that I'm not necessarily gonna call this one a good puzzle. I'm not. Compared to the last one, it was a lot better. I'm gonna be honest. Not that this is a bad puzzle. I think they could do a lot better. I'm going to challenge Airfix to improve. Would I ever join the army if I was above 60? I don't think you can do that. Not even in the reserves in the US. I don't think that's allowed. I think there's people of that age in, like, as civilian contractors. Let's see. Whatever keeps you occupied the longest. Well, let's see. So here's the link to this one if you want to check it out. But check out like some of the recommendations and stuff, honestly. Like, I think the recommendations might serve you a little better. Gym day, hell yeah. What's up? I gotta get some gym days going too. My back has been so bad that it's discouraging, but like, sometimes when you're the most discouraged by pain is the time to push through it and get to the gym. Alright, enjoy your party. Look at you with a social life, Tates. Look at you having friends and shit. Adulting. $17 to $41. Is 41 just for reserves, or? Because I thought to enlist it was like 30 something for the army, like last time I checked. Human things, eh? Gotta maintain them. Yeah, for active, yeah. For reserves, I think it's quite a bit more, but I don't know. $30 to $41 for prior service but for active or for reserves? 41 sounds kind of high. You could try to get a waiver for anything, as they say, but oh, okay. I think this one, no. I still think this belongs further over. Let me see. Am I still in cooperation with Wargaming? No. I quit the Wargaming CC program, which is like an unpaid sponsorship type thing, in the summertime, so I no longer do anything like that. I no longer even play World of Tanks, honestly, and I turned down a paid sponsorship spot for them from my YouTube like a month ago. Ringil, thank you! Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I am a full-time content creator, so subscriptions and all that do help support the channel. Thank you. How am I feeling? Oh, my back hurts a lot. It sucks. But I pushed through. Grabbed a sour beer and some caffeine. I turned down the latency porter, so I hope that that's serving you guys well. I found out how to turn down the latency. And I'm pleasantly surprised by YouTube's options for that. Holy shit, Bulldog, what are you doing? Thank you. Do I frame it after it's done? No, I'm gonna donate it. In this case. No. Thank you. The horns again sound. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, they do, Tom. A lot of the times, though, I have like some rules that I stick to for what I show on my channels, because the content varies. So I don't accept sponsorship from like predatory mobile games. I spoke a little bit about this yesterday, but there's mobile games that are engineered to farm money from what's called a whale, somebody that'll post or somebody that'll spend like money through microtransactions or major ones, like in the hundreds per month. Games are like psychologically designed to get as much money out of players as possible these days, and so I turn down a lot of those because, I don't know, it's your guys' choices. Like, I have adults in my community, and so, like, you guys are fully fully capable of making your own decisions, and yet I consider it like my responsibility to not share like predatory games that may be malware, predatory games that are designed by casino companies, stuff like that. I keep off of my channel. I could have bought a new car with the amount of money offered from that kind of stuff, lol, but there's more things in life that are important than money. And I would just rather keep stuff like that off the channel. I don't even really want to promote video games on YouTube as part of the regular content anyway. I feel like I get really lucky being able to speak to like prior service members about their vehicles, subject matter experts about their vehicles, and being like, but first, a message from our sponsor Squarespace is like, it kind of jacks that up a little bit, to be honest. Like, remember when I did all the interviews with Hillary Doyle? Could you imagine if it's like, and we have the preeminent expert on German armor here to speak about, you know, the only Panther 2 prototype hull in existence, but Raid Shadow Legends. Do you know, like, I feel like it does cheapen it. Like, I have, I'm really, really thankful for the opportunities that I get. And I feel like, I don't know, a couple hundred or a couple $1,000 to have, like, something that you don't really get to see. It's historical information and it's put out there. I think it's, I don't know, man. It's just not right. It doesn't feel right. I'd rather just make less money. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have any, I don't have sponsors for the YouTube channel right now. I'm sponsored by Corsair. They make like the headphones and the keyboard and stuff like that. Some great peripherals. And I do a lot more, my agreement with them is mostly over on Twitch. And I think that's an appropriate place to talk about computer peripherals. Not that doing it on stream wouldn't work. Like, I could easily do it on something like that. But, like, you know, yeah, like keeping it sort of clean. They are designed to hook adults, Bulldog. You're right. Like, it's not necessarily like the point about like, you know, yeah, if you develop addictive habits early on in life, it's more likely that you're going to keep them into adulthood. But still, like, I don't care if you guys are like, if it's your responsibility and da 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 da. I'm not gonna like kick you over to a gambling game. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, for the greater good, to be honest, they should probably check if I can actually act before they let me have choices like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's the tank touch, once it touches you, you're gonna like tanks. You have no choice. How many of you guys got interested in like military history or tank stuff when you were kids? What's up, Lawrence? Welcome back. Alright, I feel like I really wanted to get all of these done. Like, how old were you when you first saw a tank and you were like, damn. Damn, that's where it's at. Trying to see, I think that's not going to be there, but it's going to be like over here. 8 years old? Okay, right. Air shows, gotcha. Air shows, gotcha. Another 8, Bovington, gotcha. James Garner and tank? Okay. Okay. Brother had a scale model. Okay, okay. I think that's going to be like over here. This is an interesting piece. No, it doesn't fit there. I think it's kind of like that. Building tanks, okay. You like the gaming chair? I have one as well. This isn't it. Which one do you have? They put out one that I thought looked really comfortable. It's like the T3 or something. Scale modeling. So for a lot of you guys, it's scale modeling that got you into the subject. Never got the tank bug. Okay, aircraft. Okay, okay, okay. The aircraft, I was into aircraft and like battleships and stuff when I was younger first, because my dad is super into aircraft and we went to air museums growing up. But the tank bug bit me when I first saw one when I was like 8. And once a tank bug gets you, it gets you. You're got. Your dad was a tank commander. Whoa, what was he? What vehicles did he serve on, Andrew? Did I eat MREs? I've only had one. I had one out at Fort Cavazos. They gave me Chili Mac. That's a pretty good one, Weejix. Getting to climb around on tanks would probably blow my mind. I saw like stationary ones first, but it was actually like a little die cast that got me obsessed. That looks like it should fit here, but it doesn't. And there's like sort of these like shutters that are calling for me to handle them. All right, cowboy, take care. That sounds awesome. A KV2. That's troll. Take care, see you around, and I hope to see you guys in March also. Ah, yeah, Master Milo. He's made a lot of progress from them. I really like his armored recovery vehicle. That thing is so cool. This belongs over here. In some kind of way. Let me see. Yeah. What the heck? This is a difficult reference image to use as well, to be honest. That actually is on the ground. That's a ground piece. I will not be so fooled next time. Ugh. Which plane is the flying tank? The A-10 would it not be the flying tank destroyer? Getting to experience tanks move around for real would probably be pretty wild as a kid. I wouldn't say invited, Sona. I don't think they're gonna restore the cannon. They may be able to rig it up to take shots, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Singland, so what can actually fire or can't is subject to different rules in America, then I'm not going to be the one to say that I understand them. I think it's cool though. I think the 4005 FE4005 restoration is an example of like just a benefit from like the larger enthusiast involvement due to video games, because the 4005 would be such an obscure piece of history. It's so niche. It's so niche. And I think like that video games kind of brought it to life in a specific way, allows it to sort of live in the minds of a lot of people that might overlook it because it was never, you know, produced for real. It never saw combat. So it was an A10, yeah. The A10 folks might say yes. Gundam series. It started with Gundam. Okay. That's cool, though. Stupa, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh, that's okay, Cody. I saw your comment right before I started stream, and I'm definitely curious about it. So I'm gonna use that information to kind of look into it because I'm not familiar with it myself. I will never do anything in a bikini. I'm not that kind of content creator. It gets a lot of weird comments from strangers. A t-shirt is the most you'll ever see me in, to be honest. I'm not trying to curate like simps. I like proper discussion. I don't treat y'all like excuse my directness, but I don't treat y'all like dicks for wallets, and I don't want to be treated like tits you can pay for. So no, I will never do anything in a bikini ever. Not ever. Y'all will never see my collarbones. Not ever. Like, I'm not here to farm money out of y'all or monetize your loneliness. So like, we're here to, like, we can talk tanks. I provide like positivity and interest. That ain't how that's ever gonna be. So like, have a normal space. What's up, B-Ted? How you doing? You know, the puzzling. Oh, I like the Ontos too. The puzzling. This one is a challenge in a way that like I don't love. No, I think it doesn't depend on who's wearing the bikini. I think it opens up discourse that alienates a certain kind of person, and that certain kind of person is one I would like to have. Tanks in bikinis, though. I have never fired M14, no. Yeah, getting to see the Ontos. I had never seen the Ontos in action until the Museum of the American GI actually has like one of the only running ones left. And that little thing can get along. Seeing it running was super cool. I think there's a lot of value in groups like that like keep it running to be able to be seen. It could teach you a lot that just seeing it or reading about it in a book doesn't necessarily grant. B-Ted remembers when one of the times that I visited, they had a veteran who had served on that system in the Marine Corps, and he got to visit, and it was the first time they let him ride around in it, and it's the first time that he had been in an Ontos since he served. So it was like 3 decades plus, right? That was, and they let the smile on this dude's face, like brighter than the sun, riding around in that thing. I have like a little bit of footage that you've seen on my channel about the Ontos. I let him speak a little bit. We did like a short interview. Unfortunately, the wind was really bad because it was kind of impromptu. But next time I go down there, I want to arrange, because he's local, I wanted to arrange like a proper series of interviews about it. When he has like a little bit more time to be prepared, to remember details and stuff, because it was a huge privilege to be able to speak to him about it. And that's you can't like these folks that did it for real, their voices aren't going to be around forever, you know. So it's a huge privilege to be able to hear from him, much less be able to record it and stuff. That was amazing, you know. What's up, Harley? Welcome. Let me know what you think about it. It's a bit challenging to do both YouTube and Twitch at once, but I'm learning quick. I've been streaming for so long that it's not that big of a deal, but I just want to make sure like that people know they're being answered and stuff, because that's a little bit different. I turned the latency down on YouTube also, so let me know how that goes. Doesn't ciao also mean goodbye? There's a few M103s. I think the only running one is still at Bovington. They have the M103A2. There's like a handful of them still left, and only one is still running, and it's Bovington's. And I kind of wish that we had a running one here in America. If wishes was fishes, though. How many viewers? We got 166 on the Twitch side. So, what am I using? I'm using OBS to multicast. I have, there's a plugin. The Sorayuki plugin. Holy shit, thank you. I appreciate that. The stuff that the streams earn and everything all go towards like tank events next year and what have you, so I appreciate the support. Let's see. Are there any American autoloader heavies still running? I don't think so. So the T58 I think has been scrapped. The T57 I think was also scrapped. T54E1 remains. It's not in a like visually restored condition. The T69 remains. It has been like it's been restored on the outside cosmetically, but not on the inside. It's at the Armor and Cav collection at Fort Moore. Very few of those. The American ones are even restored cosmetically for now. Those are some of my favorites, and I wish that we could see them running again at some point, but if wishes were fishes, once again. Thank you, Warhorse! Oh, I'm glad. You know, as a streamer, the best I could do is provide like kind of a positive space, so to kind of hang out. Work week can suck. Current events can suck. That's why we try not to talk about current events. We try not to get political on the stream. It's just escapism is the best place you can be. To chill is the best I can do. And I'm glad you appreciated it. Thank you very much. I wish I had music. I'm still trying to figure out how to best do YouTube is really, really strict with copyright stuff, so I want to make sure I do it right. Because I would love to have some jams. I would love to have some jams. It's Christmas time, so I don't know if I want to throw in like Christmas music, because like that kind of sucks, but you can bring your own playlist and play it in the background, I figured. I had a really great playlist back in the day on Twitch, and it was really fun to play games to. Copyright free stuff, the problem with copyright free stuff, although it exists, is that a lot of times it sucks. And then I have to listen to it too, and I don't want to do that. I'm kind of picky. And then finding stuff that I like that everybody else is also going to like is kind of a challenge. I have a very varied audience, so I'm going to try to put together something, because what I actually can do, so these work with Bluetooth, so a lot of times I just play my playlist from my phone and listen to my my song list, then you guys can't hear it, so sometimes I do that as well. What's up, Woad? How you doing? Take care, Salad. Yeah, skipping the music is probably what it's gonna be, unless there's a couple other, like, unless I can find something amazing. I think we're just gonna have to skip music. Not everybody wants to hear what I come up with, and I don't want to hear most of the copyright stuff. And I used to get muted for singing a cappella on Twitch. So, yeah, exactly, Ringy. We only allow the Scandinavians to tussle. They're friendly rivalries, you know. I used to have, like, some really cursed playlists that I used to play, and those were really fun. But, alas, I believe those days are behind us. I would love to do some more charity stuff. And figuring out how to do another like cursed karaoke stream in as a reward for hitting like a charity milestone was really fun. But again, the issue with that is the copyright stuff, and YouTube is very strict about that, so we'll see. Bonk? Thank you, Spider. You can do that on Twitch. There's ways that you could take that risk on Twitch, but not on YouTube. YouTube's like music finding fun destroying bots are very powerful. And I would rather not risk my channel, so I'll probably be listening to stuff here, but you guys can bring your own playlist, so. I kind of like to rock out. I like industrial music and like some heavier stuff. I know not everybody likes that though. Like that's kind of polarizing. All right, Robski, take care. I wanted to do like a 12 days of Christmas type of thing with like some content every day. But I think like the algorithm wouldn't like a video every day. Let me know what you guys think. I have a lot of backed up footage to be putting out, so one of these days I'm gonna have to actually handle that. I have so much, and I just want to make sure it's good quality. I'm glad that you like it. Like I said, Geraldo, it's all just, you know, I'm trying to be educational about it. I get lucky and meet some really knowledgeable people, and they agree to take some of their time and spend it on my channel, sharing what they know. And I hope to continue that forward into the new year as well with some other ideas. Because you guys ask a lot, like, hey, how do I, like, what's a good way to see this tank? What's a good way to see that tank? So I have a bunch of video ideas that kind of answer some of your guys' questions just as enthusiasts. Like, what are the best tank events in America? What are the best tank events, you know, in Canada? You know, what about, like, Europe? What are the best, like, mainland Europe tank museums to visit? And I've been to, like, a fair bit. I'm not going to say most, because there's a lot that I haven't been to that are kind of smaller, far between, but I've been to a fair bit of them, and I think, in between people that I know that have gone to the ones that I haven't, and what I've seen myself, I think we could throw together some pretty comprehensive information about that. So that's a plan, kind of coming up for content into the new year. What's the best for the Southwest of America? There is one, man, what is the name of it? They had like a Usabo did their reunion there. I want to say it's in Tucson. Um, it's like it's not Pima Air and Space, but it's like it might be. Um, they have a lot of aircraft, but they're starting to putting together some armor as well, and they're gathering a tank collection. You also have tank. I think it's Tankland in Southern California. And how close to the Southwest you consider Texas? You have DriveTanks.com and Uvalde. Although rumor alert, because I get a lot of those too. Don't necessarily think this comes with a timeline, and I'm not the definitive one to speak on it. But I heard that Uvalde's the Uvalde collection, right? So that's run by DriveTanks.com is the name of it because the owner kind of got rich with the .com era thing, so he likes the .com part of Drive Tanks. It's hard to say, I know, but that's how it works. I heard that he is selling off some of his collection. So some of the leopards, I think, are already up for sale. And I heard, a little bird told me, rumor alert, that they're going to sell the Stug. That's the Stug that I drove in that video. It's like, it's their business. I'm not going to be out here saying like, oh, don't do that or whatever, but I just report the news. Anonymous gifter, thank you. Yeah, the one of 3 Stug 2Ds, or Stug 3Ds. The only one that's in the US. One of them, it's like locked in a memorial, and the other one is in storage at Arsenalen in Sweden. And the Welder Beast, an English guy, bought it from Kevin Wheatcroft's collection and restored it, and then he sold it out to DriveTanks.com in West Texas. Thank you for the mysterious gifts. A crocodile? Hell yeah. Make sure to feed it. This is gonna suck. This whole like lower part. I'm already like preparing myself for the suffering. They were planning on making the 88 fire again. Let's see. This is a top of a barrel, and it goes somewhere else. Yeah, he is nice. He goes to Tank Fest a lot, and he brought like the Martyr a few times. I think he's awesome. I feel like some people like criticized his restoration, but I think that what he thought of, like with the transmission and everything, from what was it, the FE432, if I remember correctly, like I thought that's genius. Like I don't know, there's if you don't have the originals, like I thought that was genius. I thought that was really cool. Oh, they have them up on their website, huh? Oh, okay, cool. Word. I had heard, again, rumor time, I had heard that there were 2 people that were looking at buying it because it is quite a high dollar vehicle. One of them was like a public museum, and the other one was like basically a private collection, and it would never again see the light of day. And I kind of hope, yeah, the cooling system had a couple issues, especially like where it was out in Texas. But again, like I thought that was cool. Yeah, Taylor. Yeah, old school puzzles are fun. Um, I got a couple off of Instantgram, and I got a couple off of Amazon. Where is my Amazon link? This is like my affiliate link. So if you click it and make purchases, I get like a percentage of that, just so you know, because I think transparency is important. Honesty, you guys. Honesty from influencers. It's important that we announce what we get money from. That is one of them, but that is the puzzle that I'm doing right now. Buying a real stug. I don't know. Tanks need so much care. People ask me like, what tank do you want? I'm like, well, it would take me some time before I feel like I would be a good caretaker, you know? They're not really built to be taken care of by one person. They need a lot of love and care. Any stock recommendations based on upcoming tech? What do you mean? Like insider trading concepts from your local tank YouTuber? Tanks need a lot of love and care. You can't just get a tank for Christmas. A tank needs a forever home. This is gonna fucking suck, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm gonna have to start moving some of these to somewhere else to start building, like, the interiors of this and what have you. Let's see, we have some muzzle flash I think I can work on. I set aside some pieces that are obvious, like fire. We have the tank numbers. I think that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. Call to arms, gates of hell. What is that? Could Germany put the Panther turret into a Panzer IV and run it into production? I'm pretty sure you can't fit a the Panther turret in a Panzer IV. I don't think that anybody would. Listen, I love like a vintage callback as much as the next bitch, but I don't think any country wants to start remaking stuff from World War II. Is it a PC game, Cheeky? Where was that other like piece of muzzle blast? I could have swore I saved it. Guess not. Alright, well, time to suffer. Oy. That's fire. That's fire. Save all the fire pieces. Build the fire together. Ah! How often do I check the floor? Only when I drop them, which actually hasn't happened yet. I dropped a lot last time. Getting crafty. My own alerts jump scare me. These are all like the other side of that structure, the building. Building pieces, building pieces. Nope. Maybe. Yeah, those two fit together. I feel like they're not supposed to, but they do. Where does this go? I think this is in like the little garbage pile kind of thing down here. Technically. A lot of these pieces, like, I know it's going to be kind of hard for you to see, even if I turned the resolution up. A huge part of the non-tank or non-front of the building pieces are like this really, really, really kind of blurry. That's a piece of tank. That's definitely tank. The tank has an odd... The tank has an odd texture. Like, for the folks on Twitch who watched me make the Corsair puzzle, and I complained about that, I did not know. I did not know. This puzzle is a rather famous Tiger One, that's flipped, rather famous Tiger One going through a French hamlet. Airfix is a company that's mostly known for skill models, but they actually make jigsaw puzzles, and I discovered them on Amazon. They have a couple aircraft ones that look good. I would prefer to, like, I think I would prefer to use like paintings for puzzle references instead of these sort of computer generated images going forward, or have greater detail, greater accuracy. That's like my feedback for Airfix, if it matters. Oh, I don't think I deserve anything of that, but that's very kind of you. What's up? I did finish the Corsair puzzle. I did, and it looks really good. And I had criticized it without knowing how much worse it could be, and here we are. How are you doing today, Brer Rabino? Nope. No, those don't fit. It looks like it should, though. There's like a few pieces that look like they should go together here. I think these do. Yes. I think it will be, somebody talked about Bill the other day because of the models. Because I would like to, like, kind of ease into building scale models with the same stream setup. And someday maybe one of my scale models will go for the next like little competition you guys have down at the collection. Maybe someday one of those will be mine. What's up, XCS? How you doing? We are multicasting this broadcast. It's also it's on Twitch and it's on YouTube. So if I'm answering questions that you don't see, that's why. It's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream today because my back was really bad off from yesterday, but I'm not gonna be able to stream tomorrow. So I was like, well, let me get some work done. I don't like the side skirts. I kind of just like the plain tank. When and why did I stop World of Tanks? So I stopped World of Tanks because I quit the CC program, the Community Contributor Program. It's like an unpaid sponsorship thing. The North American Community Management Office merged and is under the sort of command of the EU one. They made this merger, I want to say last fall. And the program has changed for us underneath that management, and their kind of marketing direction is has not been good changes, in my opinion, and it's not the right change for somebody like me. So I quit the CC program after kind of hoping that things would even out a little bit better, and it was just not workable for me anymore. There's a lot of like issues that I had on the creator side, and so I don't really feel like, I just felt like taking a break, and then I never felt like not taking a break. So I'm waiting for Steel Aces to come out because I think that's going to be a really great game. I do understand that from the player side, World of Tanks has kind of turned into something that has upset people. I wouldn't say it's an endless grind in time sync. I think that if it's fun for you, it's fun for you. It's up to you. Some people will like it, some people don't. Some people have really disliked the changes it's made over the years. Some people haven't. It's up to you. But like, I haven't felt like playing. I guess that's me, Frisian. I don't know if there are other girls in the videos as well, but I am from that one video, yes. I don't blame you. Yeah, it's like, it's up to you. It's one of those games that you can come back to if you want, you know. But the smoked food was really, really good. Those were really, 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 really meaty meaty ribs. Those were very tasty. RC tanks in 1/6 scale are incredibly expensive. I've kind of like played around with them when Armor Tech brings them to events and stuff, but they're really expensive. They're beautiful. They're super cool. But I don't know about y'all, but I can't afford something like that. Modern Panzer Commander. Right? 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 Well, welcome back. Another Hollandish viewer, so to speak. Love your country. It's beautiful. I can't wait to go back for Militrax. What musical groups or singers do I like? It kind of depends on what mood I'm in. I really like industrial, and that's what I used to play on my streams for the most part. I haven't been in to see live music in a really long time, and I would like to do that. But I listen to, honestly, like, if it has a good beat, I'll listen to it, to be honest. Some of my favorites, I like Rammstein, I like Icebreaker, I like V&V Nation, but I also like Marina from Marina and the Diamonds. Can we see the photo of what I'm making? Yes. You've been uninstalled World Tanks like 5 times. That's funny. Oh, what the hell? Oh, the camera died. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Let me restart this. That's funny. There we go. And it's still flipped. So that's fine. Does anybody remember Blitzkrieg? I had Blitzkrieg 2 and it was awesome. You went to see Avatar. Is that the second Avatar? I swear to God, one of these is gonna fit. One of these is gonna fit. I know it. You left War Thunder for Gates of Hell. I'm gonna have to check it out. No, Master Milo's not here. This is just on my channel. I hope he also goes to Militrax as well, though. I loved that game. Sure thing, Black Hole. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest though. Although I'll post the link, I don't necessarily recommend this jigsaw puzzle. The last one I did was better. It had better details. I thought it was good. So look around on Amazon like a little bit more. Even if you use that link, I do recommend kind of checking out some other ones. So like maybe check those out. How is his armored recovery vehicle doing? That one was my favorite from the collection. Company of Heroes was great though. Have you played did you check out the third one yet, Rob? Hey, Garun, good to see you. Yeah, it's been like a chill vibe around here, so welcome back. I think these ones are gonna go together. This is another foliage piece. Yeah, sure. If you use the link for other purchases and stuff, it'll still count as well. So it's an easy way to support the channel if you guys are buying stuff off of Amazon. It's not like any extra money. It just takes off the commit. Like it gives a commission for using the cookies. So it would be helpful, and I appreciate it. And it doesn't take any extra of your money because it's holiday time, and not everybody has that or feels like contributing it, and that is understandable as well. Yeah, I remember there was a BMP when I was there. Has he got it working? Ah, yeah, fair enough. That's understandable. I could see that. All right, enjoy your slumber, Friesen. How many puzzles? This is actually just the second one. But I'm really enjoying it so far. Gates of Hell. I'm gonna have to check it out. Where could this go? Because this is, I think, one of the upper ones. These two go together up here. Yeah. I understand. It would be tricky. With like a formal education in history, I'm sure like watching Hollywood flicks that regular people enjoy probably is challenging. Tiger 1 and the T-28. Those are 2 good choices, you know? I'm sure you've seen the T-28 videos on the channel. Very handsome tank. There we go. These like kinda, again, I really don't want to spend a lot of time like ragging on this puzzle. There's not like I want to encourage um like the jigsaw puzzle thing. Like I said, I'm gonna try to encourage Mick Graham to make like puzzle merch out of his art. I really don't want to like bitch too much, to be honest, about this, but the details on this thing could be so much better. I'm gonna say that. Like it just like the way the house and stuff is built. Like Airfix is a company that makes scale models, and so the people that make dioramas with their products have done so much more accuracy and detail with their dioramas than this original image was when it was created. And I want to encourage Airfix to keep doing this and get better. Like I really think that this would be like this has so much potential. This has so much potential. Would I do non-tank puzzles? Yeah, I just did the Corsair one. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's definitely no, it's real. It's real. It's real. I'm glad you like it. It's very different. The Bradley was the first one you noticed. I mean, that's the Bradley's awesome. The Bradley's awesome. Where does this go? This is, I think, are those, what is that? I think this is like part of the rubble, and it all just looks like super, like, I don't know. Like I said, this is, they could do so much better. I think these are the extra tracks on the side of the turret. Okay. It's impossible to tell that from this though. Like the textures of everything could be more accurate. I mean, I think that's fair though. Yeah, between both of you, any history like show or movie would be, they have a lot. My man critter just got brought into historical consultation for a Navy related film, and he had some good corrections already that are going to be super interesting. But you have to love movies for movies if you're also familiar with like the historical context or technical details. You have to sometimes just love the movie because movie makers will alter the facts to tell the story, and if you can't deal with that, it's going to be hard. That's part of the little muzzle break there. It's the kitbox art cut up. They could do so much better. They could do better. I want them to do better. Do I like Russian movies? I haven't really seen very many of them. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a movie person. I don't really have a favorite sci-fi franchise. I used to watch, like, when I was in like university, I would watch like random clips from Star Trek. I haven't really been like a watcher of anything in a really long time. I would like to try to get back into audiobooks. I like to read. I don't really like watching. That's YouTube videos, ironically. That's movies. That's shows. That's everything. Like if it's like, have you seen? The chance that I answer no is really high. I'm just not like a watcher anymore. Kind of a piece of the does that fit there? Miraculously it does. Miraculously it does. The lack of detail, I find that I kind of just guess instead of knowing right away like the last one. Yeah, like driving or cleaning or like whatever it is. I think I want to move. Normally I have music on all the time. I think I would like to move that over into having audiobooks on all the time. Like if I'm driving, if I'm like doing anything, building anything. Yeah, E.D. Smotry is one of the more intense. That one I have seen from a really long time ago. There's a few like war movies that I have seen back before I stopped watching stuff for the most part. Cross of Iron is probably one of my favorites. Nolan, what's up, fam? Building these like little extra tracks is kind of interesting. There should be more detail on this one. There should be more detail. Come on, Airfix, we can do better. But I like the idea. scale models aren't accessible for everybody. There are some folks that, like, due to physical limitations or disability, aren't gonna have the dexterity, or maybe they have eyesight makes it hard, right? Um, I think that like a jigsaw puzzle can kind of gives you something like a nice fun thing to do that doesn't have like a really hard entry. Like you can just do a puzzle without buying any tools. You don't have to worry about being steady. You know, I think that's pretty cool. It doesn't scale up, Spider. It doesn't scale up. That's the thing. My back has been pretty gnarly. I started a little later than I was supposed to, but that's okay. It's better. It's better some days, not better some other days. But I've just kind of counted it as like here to stay. I don't really have any more hope for it getting any better. So it's kind of like, well, let's see if we can get kind of stronger independently of any kind of pain relief. You know, like how could we like sort of just move forward with it instead of trying to fight it, I guess. Just accept it. You have chronic pain, it's fine. And kind of go from there, to be honest. I think it makes having a full-time streaming only career impossible. Ah, yes, the two spiders. Fight. When's the next showcase tour? What do you mean by showcase tour? I have a lot of footage, so I'm very sure I have an answer for you, but I want to be specific in my answer. That's why I ask. A lot of those look like they should go together. Ah. These pieces are all the road underneath the vehicle. And I probably shouldn't do too much on these. Tank displays and overviews. Oh, okay. Yeah. So those, I have a lot. I have a lot of those waiting. I need to get B footage from a specific T-72, and then I'll have like a really cool video lecture and like tank walk around video. I have Abrams joint assault bridge layer. I have Abrams like mine clear M1074. I have two, one with the spade and one with the like mine clear attachment. I have so that's like 3. I have all the vehicles at AUSA to do as well. So there's probably like close to 15 videos. Kind of just waiting. I've moved into like the really unfortunate position of not being super good at something, but also being a perfectionist about it with my YouTube editing. So that just means that I hate everything that I do, but I never actually get anything done. It's a really shitty place to be. Like when you're new and you don't care and it's fun and you're doing it, you're just doing it. And then you get like a little bit better at it and you're good enough to know where your deficiencies are, right? And like I want the video to do well, and I kind of know what videos do or don't do well, and I have like a weird perfectionism but without the skill to back it up. Oh, it's crazy. Like I'm in such a shitty spot about it, and the only person that can handle it is me. You know what I mean? Like that's just me being in like a stupid spot about my own content. Like just shut up and make the videos, you know? Like if it's not perfect, who cares? But I can't do I don't know, man. Like I take it really hard if it's not like doing the subject justice or doing the speaker justice in some kind of way. But like I didn't go to fucking film school, man. I just like tanks. This channel kind of started on accident. I'm not a pro. So like how can I learn to produce content in a standard way and continue to produce the content without seeing it and hating it? It's really my own challenge. So I appreciate you guys' patience. I wish I had more consistency for you guys. I'm working on that. I really am. But like I can't promise anything. It's my own internal barrier I have to kind of work through. Hey, First Ed, what's up? I get that a lot, Moose. I get that a lot. It's kind of a funny. It's a community joke at this point. I just like fucking tanks. I'm not a YouTube person, man. I don't even watch YouTube. I gotta get better. I'm challenging myself because you guys, my audience deserves better. You know what I mean? You guys deserve videos. You guys are very supportive. Not just financially in the case of some, but like y'all always, you know, like watch it and be like, no, this was actually cool. Like trust me, like I'm trying to get better. I do like fish tanks. I like fish a lot. Fish, I actually like to watch a lot of marine life content. Like fish, especially baby small sharks or baby stingrays or baby groupers. There's a lot of fishing content. I like to see carp fish, like fishing content from carp fishermen. So I watch a lot of fish. Your question was a joke, but it has a very serious answer. I like fish content, and fish tanks are definitely part of some of the short form content that I do watch. I would love. I never played Command and Conquer Generals, but I played Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge when I was a little kid, like obsessively. Well, Daniel, I'm glad. If you liked, this is multi-streaming, of course. So, for people that are like a little bit confused as to where the conversation is coming from, it's streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So, yeah, I know. It just could be better. It could be better, Radiance. You know, it could be better. Red Orchestra. I played the shit out of Red Orchestra when I was in school. Yes. Yes, that was a great shooter. If they, I honestly feel like there's space in the shooter world, um, that like COD and like Modern Warfare and all of that stuff, like Battlefield and shit, like moved on. There's like space in the shooter game sphere for like Red Orchestra. Could you imagine if they remastered Red Orchestra? I think there's like space in the shooter game world for that for sure. Watching on YouTube because it's more stable. Really? How so? Really, Ed? 160 my my concurrent viewers from my feed for YouTube is not that number, which is kind of wild. What's my favorite fish? Ooh, shit. I just got done with a phase. I was watching a lot of Paku content. You know, the seed, it's like the vegetarian piranha from South America. This one are so cute. I'm watching a lot of Arapaima content right now as well. Thank you. Holy shit. Appreciate that. 27 months tomorrow. YouTube is better than Twitch. Hmm. Hmm. I did, Nolan. I did. I followed that. Frank the Lobster. Yes. Was it Leon or Frank? Either way. Maybe the guy's name was Frank. I don't remember, but I remember watching that. YouTube is clearer? And the bit rate is clearer. The bit rate should be the same for both. Huh. No, like this is me learning. Thank you for your feedback. I've been streaming on Twitch for almost 10 years, and a lot of my audience has been there for a really long time. And to speak very frankly, if it wasn't for my YouTube, or if it wasn't for like my Twitch audience and like y'all's support, I probably wouldn't even have a YouTube in the first place. So I'm not just gonna turn my back on Twitch anytime soon. Yes, they make changes to their policy that I don't like, and it sounds like YouTube is by putting in almost zero efforts, YouTube is a better platform in a bunch of different ways than Twitch for certain things. But that doesn't mean I'm just gonna stop streaming on Twitch. Yes, it's more challenging for me to multi-stream. That's true. I don't have enough. I don't have an ability to stream enough on both. I don't have enough, like, to do both. But, like, it will be multi-streamed as much as challenging as that is. It'll be multi-streamed if I'm gonna do both, because I'm not just gonna like. A lot of you guys have been here. You guys have been subbed for a long time. You guys are awesome, and I'm not gonna be like not streaming on Twitch anytime soon because of you guys. Like, not because I'm loyal to Twitch or anything. But, like I said, y'all made me, y'all help support me to get big enough, and then I get a lot of the access because of my audience, like my audience size, which you guys built for me, so thank you. Twitch is better for creators, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna say no. I don't think that's necessarily true. Here's why. From my experience for, again, being on Twitch for 10 years, like, you have to, if you want to grow, you really do have to be on YouTube. There's no discoverability on Twitch. This is going to be like, I know you guys came here for tanks, and this is going to be like an arcane discussion for a second here, but like, it's really hard to grow just on Twitch. You have to be on other kind of social media, and there is no like real discoverability on Twitch. Your best way to get discovered by new faces is if you get raided, which kind of comes down to luck or your ability to network. And that can be really challenging. So I think that if you're on Twitch, like, good for you. you will have a large challenge in growing, like kind of big enough to sustain like full time stream income. It's gonna be really hard if you're not also promoting on social media or even just on YouTube. I I would have to suggest, even though this isn't like a streamer advice stream, discoverability after after your stream ends. There's like a couple of my like random YouTube streams that ended up getting over 100,000 views for no reason. This was when I was a smaller YouTuber as well. Like, the discoverability on YouTube is a billion times better. I think that like for stream features, yes, YouTube is better, or Twitch is better. But the thing is, they've been doing that their entire time. Like, they've had a lot of time. They've been a stream only dedicated like website. YouTube could beat them in 2 seconds if it decided to give a shit. It just doesn't. Like, YouTube is the sleeping dragon, and someday it'll wake up and like send Twitch to the shadow realm. But it just hasn't yet. That is closer down the barrel. On Reddit? Really? What? How? How did you discover me on Reddit? I don't post anything on Reddit. It must have just been tank enthusiasts kind of sharing stuff. How the heck did you find me on a Reddit? I'm curious. I love feedback like this. Like, I love to find out how folks found me, like just from a marketing thing. Networking is easy. Just find everybody else streaming about tanks. I mean, kind of. Ah, tank nerd. HK vids. Yep. That was another big period of growth. Theater mode doesn't eliminate the chat. Yeah. Twitch has had a lot of time and like viewer feedback and streamer feedback to refine the viewer experience as well as the streamer experience. I will tell you that as a streamer, Twitch is a lot smoother. It makes a lot more sense on Twitch. But discoverability wise, I don't know, man. Like, YouTube just knocks Twitch out of the park. But it is fun. Like, I just like being live. I think being live is really fun. I'm a people person, if you couldn't tell. I don't know what I thought. There's no way that's not gonna fit. That's not gonna fit. It becomes a place to host ad from. You go from creator to a marketing tool. You can. You will notice I have no sponsors on any of my videos. You'll notice that. You can choose. You can choose. Lizzie, what's up? Hey, Morigeno. It's been a long time since I've streamed as well, though, to be honest. 75 months from Lizzie, what's up? See, I have folks on Twitch that have been here forever. I can see some of the barrel coming together. We have just a bit. There's like one piece between here and here, I think. And there's like one right there. A serious question. As someone who has never put together a large puzzle, how do you do this? Well, it's piece by piece. Pun intended. You just dump all the pieces out and you start finding the frame first. If you build the frame first, it goes like a little bit easier. And then I like to try to sort stuff. See this gray piece? I'm gonna throw it in this pile where all the other gray pieces are. You start to identify like different patterns, or like some of these kind of look like they go together. It's like kind of trial and error. Does this fit with that? Like, oh no, that's actually from this part of the puzzle. You use the reference image on the box, or if it came with an unfolding piece of paper with the original image, and you do it that way. And it's kind of just piece by piece. I don't finish these in one sitting. I leave like, so this whole thing is like, I got like this cardboard paperboard type of thing, and I put it on my desk. I can move it if I need to use my desk for something, but I keep it all here. And if I come here and I have like a business call or somebody with something, I kind of work on it. Click browse and look at the top category. Ah, yes. Yeah. It's hard to get discovered because that's how most people do it. This goes here. See? Pattern recognition. I just throw the gray ones over there because there's so much like this unmarked gray. This part of the puzzle is going to be a huge bitch. A huge one. A barrel piece, bottom, middle, an inch from the bottom. Is this a barrel piece? Off center to the right. It's hard to tell. The whole tank has kind of a weird, like, texture. Um, I don't know. I don't think this is barrel. This is a piece of like, uh, this is like a piece of broken shit on fire, actually, below the muzzle flash. This is a sprocket. There's a road wheel and some track. Beer of choice. I am into sours. So, I forget the company, but we got a new one yesterday. Is the stream ending when I complete the puzzle? Today's stream will end when my back is, like, done for the day. Here. If you want to see what it look like, I'll put it, I think this camera, let's try that. It's supposed to look like that. If you can see. Like, so I use this image, it's on the front of the box, as a reference for when I'm, so see all that gray shit up there? That's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a pain, because it's like, it's all just fuzzy. There's no, like, changing texture or anything. An Australian tiger. Yeah. Alright. I would like to do, we got, like, this nice big chunk, today. I really want to get some more of these green pieces. 2 inches from the bottom. Here? I'm not sure what that is. I don't think it's barrel, just because part of it's black, like really dark black, and it looks like probably it could be, maybe, I think this is part of the little side skirt thing. There is a link in the description for the puzzle. I, once again, like, not paid to promote this. I almost hesitate to recommend it because it is kind of challenging, but there are other tank puzzles on Amazon as well. I'm gonna try some more of them. I think it'd be fun. Tank with the number. I can see they're part of the number. Part of a road wheel here. I did stop sharing the music. I'm sorry. I get copyright stroked if I share music on YouTube. I'm gonna cough. There we go. We don't like coughing directly into the mic in this house. But I don't know how to share music on YouTube without getting, like, copyright stroked into oblivion, so. Yes, I have an Amazon wishlist thing. I want to put some stuff on there, and then I'll link it. I have to, like, redo that. But yes. What I want to do is build, because I have so many really good, like, tank reference books and stuff. I want to build my library on Amazon so that if people are asking, like, hey, what like tank books do you have? Like, I'm looking for that. I can send the list, and then you guys could use that as well. Yeah, Rom, I do too. But at the same time, like, if they were to find my content, even if it's from a smaller label, like, to be honest, there's, like, I would rather, like, you can contact smaller labels and be like, hey, how do I license your music? And it might not cost you $1 billion. But at the same time, like, there's sort of ethics to it as well. And, like, knowing that I'm not licensed, but I make money. Like, I make money sitting here doing this, right? Like, ad revenue or your subscription revenue or whatever. It's kind of, like, I kind of, as a creative person myself, like, I do kind of understand, like, man, they should make some money for that. I don't know. But I listen to a lot of industrial, I listen to darker pop. Evil Shin, another raid! Why, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Rollick, you're absolutely right. Ideally, this working space would actually be bigger. You can see that I'm, like, kind of running out of space. Another problem is also my lighting source. Like, I'm gonna do this a little bit, because it... Does that screw up your guys? It's not too bad. What it does is it creates a really nasty glare, especially, like, over here, and I can't see it as well. How you doing, Evil Shin? Thank you for the raid. On the Twitch side. And Grun, a tier 3 sub gift. Good lord. Thank you. That's kind of you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Rammstein is great. I saw them in concert back in 2011, I want to say. They fucking rock. Absolutely. I've been a fan of Rammstein and Icebreaker since I was like little. We have some shutters. There's like a billion shutters, and they eventually attach to the barrel. What's up, Manlet? Yep, we got a little bit of progress. A little bit of progress since the other day, indeed. I feel like I put some more shutter pieces over here. I'm gonna continue adding to that. Ooh, these two pieces go together. What is this? You go to shows when you need two t-shirts? Oh, gosh, yeah. I fucking love concert merch. I had to downsize my t-shirt collection recently, and that is not my favorite thing to do, but it really reminded me of all the memories from those different shows and stuff. You guys know my KMFDM t-shirt, because for whatever reason, I managed to wear it a couple of times to different tank stuff, and then it became like my tank shirt for a little while. Yeah, but not all of them fit me and stuff, so like I had to, I don't know. I went through like I was a phase of like, man, I have too much shit and I gotta get rid of it. It was like a nice, it was good. It was important for me to kind of like clean my space out a little bit, but yeah, I need a different overhead lighting. That's one of the things I'm gonna adjust going forward, because I can't see this shit very well. A time-lapse video? Oh, that would be so boring. No way. No way. That would be so boring. I'm not gonna do that. I know, Cody, isn't it? Like, I think that's really special as well. I get to specifically meet folks from like tank community stuff when I travel, and you can really see, like, when you go to a real tank event, you can see how different everybody is. It's people from different countries, it's different ages, genders, ethnic backgrounds, nationalities, whatever, right? Different, everybody's different, and they're all there for one thing, like to see tank. And it's so cool to have this one specific interest kind of bind together such a huge group of people. Like, military history interest is massive. It's millions and millions of people worldwide. And like the specifics of what people are interested in varies, but for the most part, like, everyone kind of gets brought together by it, and I just think that's wicked. I just think that's cool. It's something that I consider like a privilege to be a part of. Man, I cannot fucking see. I don't know if this is actually mostly like, I don't know if this is mostly because of the light source or if it's actually mostly the monitors. I'm not actually sure. I'm gonna move that over there. Tank pieces that I don't have yet. I would love to get barrel pieces done to kind of start building over into the tank. I have not, Brolic, not yet. Not to Munster yet. I would like to make a point this year of going to some tank museums and tank events that I've never been to. I want to go down to Australia for theirs. I want to go to Zalmur. I want to see the, there's a tank museum in Vienna. You guys know them if you've been to Bovington and you've seen the M60 driving around. They crew the M60 at Tankfest. Some of those museum workers from there. And they got their M103 running. I don't think the M103 has been run in the arena since, what, 2019? But that crew also fixed that up at that time. Ooh. 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 Nice. Almost. Soon we'll get another good piece of these shutters. I think that is... It's a little ways away from here, though. They do, don't they? The Australian Museum also does a really good job of sharing their content, so you can find their YouTube channel as well and watch along. Is this muzzle or is it fire? It's fire. Put that in the fire category over there. These are all pieces of fire. We want the little bit of muzzle flash first, I think, if we can. That's wild, Cody. Can I ask, like, why? That just seems like a super specific and really interesting life choice. 7 o'clock, inch and a half near the bottom. Like, are you still seeing, is it this? I don't even know what the fuck this is. What is this supposed to be? What color is that? It almost looks like it's supposed to be the front plate. It looks so weird. What the fuck is this? It's like, it looks like a stripe. Oh, it is. This is like a piece of the shovel handle. It goes like that. This is the front plate, really close to the front machine gun. I'm gonna put that over there. Still no tiger to see. Not yet, no. Not yet. An ex-shepherd. I jokingly, you guys know Rob Kogan from the channel. I call him the tank shepherd. As it takes care of a big herd of tank. Very well behaved tank. Yeah, it looked like barrel, but it's not. It's stressfully not barrel. I think that goes up there like that. Ah, there he is. The tank shepherd abides. You love tanks as a concept, but you have no clue where to start getting more into it. Ah, here we go. It's my time to shine. Where to find events. You just build models, but you know nothing. Well, what kind of tanks do you like? What do you want to know more about? There's definitely a way to jump in and exceed your threshold for complexity and then give up. And we're not going to do that. Like, that's not fun. What country do you live in, Daniel? Because, boy, will I have some recommendations for you. If I don't know or I haven't been, I guarantee someone here in the community has. Let's help Daniel get into tanks. What are your first off, what are your favorite models to build? Like, what are your favorite tanks to build scale models of? And what country do you live in? And I will guide you. Hold cylinder thing they have welded on the front bottom of the chally too. Oh, I don't know I'm not sure what you're referring to. Collies are the best dogs. I think there might be a certain tank shepherd in here who may be equipped to argue with you about that. It can be. You can look locally sometimes if there isn't anything like proper locally. Then like my first like tank museum, I went to AAF. I was really heartbroken about it. But it ended up closing. They closed down and they're selling their collection. But that was the first like tank museum that I ever went to. And then the first event that I ever went to, I actually went all the way overseas and went to Bovington. That was my first tank event. You love a Pershing and a Sherman. Okay. So you like some of the Allied vehicles? Aww. Yeah. Sherman's a good beagle. How much do tanks go for? It kind of depends. There are some that are a lot cheaper than you would expect, and there are some that are like eye-wateringly expensive. Seven kills? What is that, like coyotes and stuff? Nope. And a priest, the M7. A smoke grenade launcher. There's your answer. The tank shepherd abides. Good night, Sigurd. Take care. I'm not 100% sure when my next stream will be. You guys have inspired me and to sit down and fucking do my editing. Like, oh, I think we just found that piece, which means we found that piece. Hell yeah, brother. So, like I said, I'm sorry that I kind of fell into recklessly unproductive perfectionism, but I really want to get going again. And you're in the USA near Chicago. Okay. So Illinois, I actually found, so this is unrelated to the original discussion. I'm sorry, it was just really cool, and when I discovered it, I wanted to do something, but couldn't. Caterpillar, you know, the company that makes the construction machines, big yellow ones, right? They have a museum in Peoria. and they have stuff like way way back, and they have stuff that's super modern, like the big ass mining trucks. I don't know. So that's not related. What would be the closest and best tank? Do you find that it's possible to travel, or do you have a hard time? Are you able and willing to fly? A great tank museum that's not too far away from you is American Heritage Museum. It's about an hour outside of Boston. Um, tank events and tank museums in the Midwest are a little bit more limited. All coyotes. That's crazy. Getting a bobcat would be crazy though. They made the robot suits for Alien. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Let's see. That goes there. And I do think that goes there. And we have more green pieces to work with. My Midwestern tank fans. I think there's a World War One museum in Kansas. That's still kind of far. I think to really see a lot of it, you're gonna have to travel anyways. Um, so I'll have to see how able you are to do that, Daniel, because honestly, it might just be worth like jumping into travel and heading like a few states away or even overseas. If you live kind of near Chicago, it would probably be really easy for you to get to Canada and go to the Ontario Regiment Museum. They have like a lot of really cheap Airbnbs in the area. You can get there by train. Near Chicago? Okay, there we go. There's some good answers. Do they run any vehicles ever for events there? The Tank Shepherd abides. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna take a quick break. I have to go stretch my back, and then I'll be right back. And so don't go anywhere, or do go anywhere. You can take a break, or you can even leave. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not your master. But I'm gonna take a little break and stretch. That way tomorrow isn't the worst day of my life. And I will be right back, and we'll do a little bit more of the puzzle, and then we'll call it. So I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Is camera on? It is. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it was, exactly. I'm not 100% sure how much, like, longer I'm going to be able to stream, as I'm kind of running out of steam. Back kind of jacks up my ability to kind of keep activity up, even if it's something really lame like building puzzles. So I'll take my evening pretty soon here, but we have some more to do. Collecting all the shutter pieces, because the shutters look really specific. And I think I can manage that. Hey Sparkatron, what's up? I don't have any specific news, Rollick. But I can ask. I have a friend that keeps up with all the museum ships and stuff. And he gives me some like interesting news about different like collectors and things like that. And private and public museum ships. He's super into the naval history, so he keeps up with it really well. So puzzles aren't lame, but like, you know, I used to like do stuff. Some of my other content is firing like fucking machine guns. So, you know, everything in perspective. Like, I used to be able to like muscle around the G3, and here I am like, you know, getting wrecked by a puzzle. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, you know. Let me be your lesson. A lazy boy, yeah. I need to like back support though. Lazy boys are comfy, but man, I hate how this like focus works. Does that fit there like that? It does not. What about like that? It still does not. What about like that? No. Just give up. Hey, Bimseal. I'm doing alright. About to start another week. This is a multi-stream. And like I said, you guys, I appreciate the support. And I'm gonna try to focus on getting those damn videos done. Like I said, I struggle with incredibly unproductive perfectionism in a field with concerning skills in which I am not expert, which is like the least productive thing possible. But I'm gonna try to work a little bit every day and get out some stuff. Puzzles of razzle dazzle camoed ships. Oh, I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are. Try Amazon. That I saw already when I was looking. I saw like really interesting naval themed stuff. So there's that link for YouTube. There's the link for Twitch. Like if you look in the recommended, they have a lot of different kinds of puzzles. I wanted a tank one for obvious reasons, but I really liked the Corsair one I just did. No. 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 Looked close though. That link also, like, once again, as a reminder, this might seem like annoying to you guys because I talked about it already, but like, I think transparency is really important. And technically speaking, I'm an influencer, right? And there's rules that the FCC has about saying when you're sponsored or when you're not. So like, and I keep to this, so I report this very correctly. If there is material in my stream that I am, or in my YouTube channels, holy shit, Nam, what? Ah! Nemesis! What? Aw, thank you. Travel food for road trips. It's always something. That's probably what I spend the least money on, but you know. Now I don't have to just eat hot dogs. Thank you, Nem. I hope your holidays are going alright. Rare Nem on the Twitch side. This is a, my foray into multi-streaming. So, folks watching on Twitch are also sharing the stream with a YouTube audience. But yeah, like stuff like that. Like I'm a full-time content creator, so support like that goes a long way. But when I do get, if I do get a sponsor or I'm paid to promote something, you guys are gonna know. So like that's why I say, hey, if you use this affiliate link to check out the puzzle, if you use it to make purchases, I get like a commission sort of thing from it. It's an Amazon affiliate thing. And maybe that doesn't matter to you guys, but it matters to me. I'm gonna share the information. Like, I don't know. It's there. Some people promote stuff without saying they're being paid for it, and that's not okay, in my opinion. Well, I am kind of trying to think of. I'm trying to ramp up, like pre-planning for the event stuff, so it will go towards travel and food, I'm sure. This is kind of the off season. Tank season doesn't start up for a couple months officially. I call it tank season. It's like when all the museums and stuff start doing their public events. I got a little ways before that, but it doesn't mean there isn't going to be any travel. I probably will go back to Fort Cavazos for something. I'll probably go back down to the tank barn, so to speak. HK. I was actually, I got invited up to a Sig Sauer's place in New Hampshire. They have a couple contracts for firearms for our military and invited me to come take a look. So I might do that sort of soon as well. I kind of expand the firearm stuff. But thank you, Fancy Panzer. 23 months. You're only one month away from the adorable chubby E100 emote. Yeah, tank season. I'm not sure where all I'm gonna go to this year, but I'm trying to figure it out ahead of time and then be able to like publish the list. If you guys wanna, I'll be like, oh, like that's near me. I wanna go. Something like that. Hell yeah, tank puzzles. Tank puzzles are I'm enjoying this like way more than I thought I was. When I thought of it as an idea, I was like, yeah, that might be like a cool thing to do until I find my next game, and now I'm like addicted. Yeah, that looks like it should fit. I reject that it isn't. This is what I am building. There we go. It's an Australian tiger. There we go. Very famous tiger one. Ooh. There are so few good hotels. Yeah, I actually do Airbnbs a lot, so hopefully there's something like that up there. We'll see. That's where the planning goes. You don't have to use Twitch anymore. Do you not like Twitch, Stray? I like it's kind of a challenge, like keeping up with both and making sure that like both sides stay informed without combining because I'm not allowed to combine the chat and put it on screen. I don't think because of the YouTube rules or Twitch's rules about it. But your guys' feedback, like on both the Twitch and the YouTube side, your feedback goes a long way. This was like a fun idea, but it's not necessary. I could just keep streaming on Twitch or do keep, YouTube for YouTube videos. If that's the best for both of you guys, like if you guys would rather have it that way, like let me know. I'm listening to you guys' feedback or, for example, a couple folks brought up on the Discord about the latency issue. So I went in and I found that there's ultra low latency as an option on YouTube. So I fixed that. So let me know, like please let me know your feedback about this because I can make stuff better. The twisted bagel? Boy, what? Eh. YouTube's more stable. That's what everyone's saying. People are saying that YouTube is more stable. I think that's awesome. That kind of surprises me, I guess. You bought 3 Airfix model making kits so far. And you've only done the tiger. Not finishing models and not starting models seems to be like kind of a hallmark of the hobby. So I happen to have a couple kits that are packed away from like a couple moves ago that I haven't, so I can basically already say I'm a scale modeler. I already have models that I haven't even started, so. YouTube does have the big money to make stuff work, but they also, like, haven't seemed to care about developing any of their, like, live stream content, so it kind of comes as a surprise, I guess. Fewer stuttering issues. I didn't know you guys were having stuttering issues on Twitch. I did not know that. I did not know. What's up, Malika? Hey, Sartori's back. What's up? 7 models in progress because you're insane. Yes, absolutely. The great pile of opportunity. I like that. That's a good way to put it. I like that. Great pile of opportunity. Oh. Nick is live elsewhere? Do you mean the chieftain? Is he live? Sweet. He did a bunch of stuff recently with the Future Abrams thing. I don't think so do I think streaming is not profitable enough for them to care? I can't say definitively. Not everything is about a profit, right? They like have their own thing with videos that they've always done. Like this has been a video site for a long time, right? The bandwidth thing can be really expensive, and I think that depending on the size of the streamers, streaming probably costs you more money for a really long time as like the service provider. There was a thread when Kick came out, which is like I would say they're trying to be like Twitch's main competitor. There was somebody that had done some posts about the cost per, like, I don't even remember the units that they were talking about it in. But the price of streaming basically for the provider, and then the storage space and stuff involved for the stream. I would have to do like a way more research before I could speak definitively in that way, because I legitimately don't remember it. But streaming stuff is expensive, and YouTube is YouTube. They're known as YouTube. I think they spent more time developing their shorts because they thought they could get more out of that. Yeah, do you remember Mixer? Mixer died like quick. I have a lot of friends that streamed on Mixer that just one day didn't have a stream anymore, you know? So shit comes and goes, like, and that's a fact. And if it's I remember hearing that YouTube was ramping up, like, whatever, and then I kind of unheard that, and it kind of didn't happen. The websites that I hear come to try to kind of compete with either YouTube or Twitch, they stay very niche. They stay very niche. Mixer stayed niche. Rumble is niche. It's hard to kind of drag people away from, I think, YouTube. Do I have platforms for backup? What do you mean? Like, if my YouTube channel got banned or something? I'm active on, like, Facebook, I'm active on Instagram, sort of active on, I kind of gave up on Twitter. It's not really as fun as it used to be. For streaming, not really. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, with my back and everything, streaming is pretty challenging, and, I don't really consider that my, like, Twitch channel is in any danger. The danger to my channel is just, like, dealing with chronic pain, because I can't really keep up with it as much as I could to stay growing, or to stay, like, quote, competitive. Not that I'm competing with other people, but I feel like I'm, like, to try to stay, like, consistent enough for brands to say, yeah, I feel like the biggest challenge is actually my back pain, not really the platforms. If I got, like, banned on Twitch tomorrow, I'd be like, oh, okay. Fuck. But I don't really think there's a necessarily better place to stream. If I got banned on YouTube, I'd be like, oh, okay, fuck. I guess I'll do something else. How did I hurt my back? I jumped off a really tall cliff into water when I was in university. And it healed a bit. That was like back in 2013. It took a while for it to heal and I could like run again and stuff. And then at the end of 2020, for whatever reason, it just went out again. You can stream on Insta, but because Insta is a mainly mobile focused platform, I think Facebook would be a better place at first. But you can stream on Insta. I haven't really messed with TikTok. Periscope? I can't say I've ever heard of that. Ooh, here we go. Maybe I fit a puzzle piece. Nice. Nice. Rumble is okay. I heard Rumble is okay. The problem with Rumble is that like I think it was kind of started for like a political-ish reasons because of YouTube's like way of running things. They kind of wanted in. So Rumble has a very political like reputation, and I just want to stream. Like I just like tanks. I want to play games. I don't really want to be like part of a narrative in one way or the other. I'm afraid, like I talk about this on my own Twitch, like Twitch's changes, allowing like lewd content. Like for example, like OnlyFans has a reputation, right? Even though I think like there's a solid chunk of content on OnlyFans that isn't like lewd. If you say OnlyFans, people are gonna think that people are gonna think you do porn. Twitch is, I think, like getting kind of close to like cam girls light, right? So even if you don't do a certain kind of content, if the platform is known for something, you can't get away from that, right? So I kind of like I don't really want to go to like platforms that have like an overwhelming, like they were started for like a specific kind of political content. And I understand that. But I also like don't want to have those kind of discussions all the time on my streams either, or be like roped into something when I just present the content. I'm not here to tell you how to think, right? I'm not trying to, I don't have an agenda for you, even if it's an agenda that you agree with. Like, if you learn history yourself, you can make up your own mind, right? The only tanks link. It's just like the back of M103s. Bunch of fat track pics. Damn. Get those M88s moving. See those fat tracks clapping? I love a heavy tank. What's up, Colin? How's it going? Bizardo, as it is. The only tanks. Yeah, the wash rack streams. Yeah. Wash down a big muddy M60 in the wash rack. Big dirty pony. I feel like this green area is next. I want to get all of those done. We love muddy. I think there's two, Rollick. I think there's two. Rubino knows for sure. Isn't there one still up north that is not part of the herd? Yeah, power washing tanks, man. That's definitely a content friendly subject. People will watch tanks be washed. I guarantee it. By people, I mean me. What's up, Pippo? Welcome. I wanted to try the power wash simulator game. I thought that would be like kind of soothing. Like, that sounds like something my brain would like. Repetitive, kind of silly. But kind of fun. Wash rack simulator? Nah. Come on, okay. I personally believe I have a good piece. I have good pieces. You should fit. Aha! Okay, we're getting there. Just gotta look for the edges. These are all track pieces. Just gotta look for the little shingle pieces with the green stuff. Before the end of the year. You'd be surprised. I'll start making some good. Oh, there's 4. There's 4 T30s? What? I didn't know that. I have to cough. Hold on. Okay, we're back. I don't like to cough into the mic. My man critter is downstairs making a shrimp boil, and he's made it so spicy that the air is, like, fucking up my breathing. I went downstairs and, like, is spicing out the entire downstairs. We're about to have some spicy ass shrimp. It's shrimp bowl night here at the house. So, gotta go downstairs and eat a bunch of spicy ass shrimp. Yeah, it's like pepper spray. Yes. I know, I have to. The stream is legitimately less efficient because, I can't, fucking see this whole chunk. You will suffer from my due inefficiencies. Do you like the YouTube, what do you think of the YouTube stream? People are saying it's more stable. Nem, what do you think? Thank you again for your insanely kind contribution. It's very helpful. Nem has seen a lot of the Twitch, so for comparison's sake, let me know what you think. I dig it, so like I think we'll keep the YouTube streams around. I think we'll do more than jigsaw puzzles, but like so far so good. Honestly. Bamberby, thank you. You love a Reese's. I have a joke that I'm not gonna repeat about that. Thank you. It's clearer than Twitch. Yeah, so I'm not even... I can actually stream in 1440 on YouTube, and I haven't even tried that yet, because I've been keeping an eye on, like, my CPU usage and stuff. Twitch has been glitchy. Huh. No, man, like, I am fascinated that this works so well. I was kind of under the impression that YouTube didn't care about live streaming, and hasn't really done much to, like, to work on it in terms of features and stuff. Like, my mods say that compared to Twitch... the mod functionality on YouTube kind of sucks and stuff like that. And I believe it. But honestly, oh, that's over there. That's a piece of tank. How many platforms? Oh, just Twitch and YouTube. Hey, Rickenbacker. Welcome. You should be able to turn the quality up, but it's only going to be up to 1080. And I have it at 30 FPS right now, just because I wanted to test my my PC first before I'm like, hey, yeah, come to my stream that's got really high quality, and then watch my like CPU like shit the bed. Want to make sure that it stays stable. So we'll be increasing the quality in increments as we go. Well, I may have to end in a second because like the air is getting spicy. Tomboys who like tanks and like to play PC games, probably like Discord for said PC games. People ask me like, where do I find girls that are into history and like girls that are like tank stuff? Some actual advice is learn how to swing dance. Like, it's legitimately fun. It's not like going to the club. It doesn't have like a creepy atmosphere. You'll gain a legitimate skill that women like, and women that like vintage shit, all go. Deadass. Learn how to swing dance. Deadass. Where do I find women that like history? Swing dancing. Deadass. Like, that's how you'll find women that tolerate your, like, massive World War II shit collection. Your, like, reenactment thing. Like, you can find chicks that are into reenacting. It's like, hell yeah. Yeah, and then like we always need dudes. There's always more chicks than dudes at swing dance events. I'm not kidding you. East Coast jitterbug, learn how to lindy hop. Like, you hate dancing? Ah, but if you learn it'll be fun. It's easy. It's fun. Yes. To answer your question, I swing dance. Trust me. Like, there's cool communities. They're chill. It doesn't have to be crazy. Like, you can learn a little bit at a time. Like, the group lessons are really, really fun. It's a naturally social kind of dance without being, like, skeezy and weird. So you can, like, learn and start conversations and, like, you can learn the historical connections to it and things like that. The music, of course, whips. Yes, swing dancing. Learn how to swing dance and you'll meet chicks that like history. Thank me later. I think that fits probably, like, there. Pottery class? I can't confirm. I can't confirm. Yeah, electro swing is very danceable. Absolutely. Big band? Hell yeah, brother. I was talking about swing dancing. I recommend it. It's really fun. My mom is a singer and she used to sing in like this like 12-piece big band, and I went to like a couple of their concerts for that were like swing dance type of performances, like 40s style, and I was like addicted. Yeah, I've been swing dancing since I was like 11. Yeah. There are clips of me dancing. I know all the like, like jazz and swing songs and stuff like that. So will I be doing another gun shooting video? Yes, I have the XM8 grenade launcher from HK video next. The sound it was recorded very strangely. And so I have some editing work to do on it, but I do have one more HK video coming out. Not everybody lives in big cities. Yeah, that's true. That sucks. But I'm saying, like, if you can find it or start a group, you can, that's a great place to get into it. The South has bad crime-ridden cities like Atlanta. Yeah, well, Atlanta also has a whippin' swing dance group with Georgia Tech. Ask me how I know. I have only had. There was one in Tampa that was cool for a little while. There's New Orleans has a good swing community. Don't ask me how I know. There's of course in larger cities in general you just have more like options available for food, for whatever, like that's just how it works, but that doesn't mean there isn't one near you. Ballroom of course may have like some swing as part of it, so just like look around and see what's around you. People ask me how do I meet women that likes history? Where do I find girls? Swing dancing. Swing dancing, you find them swing dancing. You live in Chattanooga? That's probably a great place for that. Like the Chattanooga choo choo, is like a thing. Yes. Peggy Lee. Those are the greats. Those are the greats. Greats of music of all time. Jazz and swing. Yeah. Good shit right there. So the Tank Museum, when they did Tank Fest, they used to have like live bands and stuff. And a lot of the reenactors like also know how to swing dance. They see what I'm getting at here? And I used to really enjoy going and dancing in the little beer tent where the live bands were at Tank Fest, and then they stopped having that, and I was really sad. And I go to Tank Fest to like meet fans and viewers, stare at tanks and cut mad shapes, and now there's no like swing dancing at Tank Fest anymore, and it makes me super sad. Yeah, big band shit, D, exactly. Get a sponsorship from a swing dance organization. No, it's really, really fun. It's really fun. And it has like obviously like, a lot of history and stuff like that as part of it too. Get into like the music history of this country and other nations as well. It's worthwhile. I remember going to it was like a November USO old school style, like so 1940s USO swing dance. So you had a lot of reenactors there in uniform and like chicks in like 1940s dresses and 50s dresses. It was really cool, like doing the whole vintage thing. That stuff is really fun. You can find folks and women specifically who like history just like you do if you learn how to swing dance. It can be crazy, Warhorse. It can be crazy, but it could also be like chill. You don't have to do like all the aerial nonsense. It can be chill and not like athletically demanding. This piece looks like a piece that I know where it goes. Ah, yes, there we go. Did I get tickets to see V&V? Not yet, but I'm planning on it. I miss seeing V&V live. Yes, I would love to do the work, Rob. A swing dance at the Tank Barn would be like, oh my gosh, my combo of things. Like, tanks and we have to figure this out. We can figure this out. I'm willing to bet the Georgia Tech Dance Association would help you guys out. The Tankadrome swing dance. We can mock it up like a USO thing, invite all the soldiers from like 316 and shit, and then teach them how to swing dance. Okay, I think we have an idea. I think we have a good thing going with this. I think we have a good concept here, my brother. Yeah, the USO could... Yes. Yes, here we go. This is the seeds of a great and mighty tree are planted this day. Yes. Yes. Tankadrome swing dance. No, don't make them wear their pinks and greens. That would be... Could you imagine having to wear work clothes to go... No. Oh. That'll be fun. Because of my hair, I don't think I'm gonna pull off the vintage look, but I can still try. I have a few like 40s style dresses and stuff left over from my swing days. It'd be fun. The knowledge is random, but I do have some knowledge. I swear to God. Alright, we gotta make a plan. Everyone's good ideas are killing you. Yeah, I understand. This would have to be something that most other people set up for you. This would be cruel to make Rob do, but I also think the acoustics of the Tankadrome would be very, very painful, so we'd have to work around something like that, but we'll figure something out. The good idea fairies will kill our good tank shepherd, so let's like a little bit at a time here. A little bit at a time for our healthy tank shepherd. Looking on eBay for spats. Spats specifically? Hell yeah. It is a good idea. It's a very good idea. But just because it's a good idea doesn't mean Brer Rob has to do it all by himself. I think that goes here. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. Absolutely doesn't. None of these go there. But it looks like it should. What about here? Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Hats off to our resident tank shepherd. You guys from YouTube know him from a bunch of my videos. Rob Kogan is our local, incredibly hardworking shepherd of tanks, and he puts on the events for like the open houses and stuff. If you guys are keeping up with those things, you should follow their channel, Armor and Cav Collection. I think I grabbed the link for that in a second here. And their next open house to go see stuff like the T95 and or the T28, depending on what tank fan group you're from, is in April. There you go. There it is for YouTube, and there it is for Twitch. The open house events, which are really cool. I know you guys ask that you get to see a lot of the videos and stuff that we've done together, and you'll ask, hey, when is this going to be open so that I can go see it? The answer to that is last weekend in April here. So they do a really good job posting those dates in advance, and they have just now recently been released. So follow their accounts for like more tanks and stuff. I get the privilege to do some videos sometimes, but for the most part, the amount of content that they do is actually like awesome. So keeping up with that, you guys will learn a lot more than you will waiting for me to put out my videos. All right, I think the air quality in the house is so spicy that it's probably time to go do this bowl. I'm gonna have like a smoker voice in a second, and then we're gonna have Fran. Fran is my alter ego for when I get really ill and lose my voice, and then sing a bunch of jazz. But I'm hoping I don't lose my voice. I actually wanted to do that one as well, Tulu. I had that one on my list. Is it good? Do you recommend it? Have you done them? This is like tank pieces here. Oh, that's right, the live fire for Sullivanery. Yes, Abrams live fire event. What puzzle? Oh, they sold it through their gift stuff. Aha, good to know. Very good to know. So the Abrams live fire is on another part of the base, and it's usually at the end of the day, like in the afternoon. On the open house days, you can just go from the open house event on one side of Fort Moore to like a little bit down the road. That's going to be the last weekend in April. Those links I posted there for the Armor Cav collection, that is going to be when no one's around. No, people are there. No, there's like bleachers and stuff in it. They walk you through like a whole maneuver involving, sometimes they bring Brads, sometimes like strikers or like mortar crews, sometimes attack helicopters show up. It's sick. And so they do a few of those events. It's free, and the public can view them. It's open to the public. They have Ear Pro if you have your own to bring, of course. I highly recommend that. Don't bring your babies. It's an Abrams. It is loud. It is so cool. It is so cool. And so they do a few of these throughout the year, and the next one is going to be, like Rob said, at the end of April, and including that live fire. I've done a bunch of those, and they're super cool. So you go see a bunch of like dope, rare old tanks, and then you can go see the Abrams, which is, our Army's current MBT in service. You can see it do its thing, which is very impressive. All right, I think I'm going to do one more piece. I want more of this barrel. Like, I want to find this one. I'm going to do one more piece, and I think I'm going to call it for today. Tomorrow, I have some other stuff I have to do, so I don't think, unless I wake up really early, I don't think a stream is in the cards for tomorrow. But I want to thank everybody. I know, like, from the YouTube side, since you guys are used to my videos, I want to thank you for the encouragement today. Like I said, I get kind of locked into a very like not appropriate perfectionism that kind of screws me out of the confidence to post different things, like my editing skills are not where they need to be and blah 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 blah, and I sort of psych myself out. But I owe you guys some more videos from the awesome stuff that I've gotten to see this year, and I've had sort of like an editor's block, like a creation a creation block. But you guys have given me a lot of encouragement today, and that sort of encouraged me to do some more. So I want to focus on that this week. I may not do, like, sometimes I do midweek streams, but I may not do that because I would really like to bang out some of these videos. You guys deserve it. You guys have supported me. You guys are supporting me still for these random ass puzzle streams that were not announced in any way and just sort of showed up. So I want to thank you guys for your support from the YouTube side for that, because, you know, I just want to do it right. I just want to have cool stuff. And sometimes I get, like, you know, I overthink shit, really. And I want to make sure, like, the content that I'm doing is doing the source material justice, you know? Like, it should be better, but I don't have a background for this. I just like tanks. So, the editing skills and stuff like that come with it. So, patience with myself. But thank you guys for your support regarding that. I'm gonna try to do some more of that this week to have that. I'm glad, Ringle. I'm really glad. I'm glad it's like, you know, sometimes all you need is like a little bit of space, and then you can get back to your life. You know? It's just chill. Yeah, I just like tanks. This was a really different year for me. I got to see some different stuff. And I'm excited to be able to bring that to you, and I just like freak out that, like, oh man, like I'm not good enough at editing it, and I want to do it justice because it is really cool. Like, I kind of like psych myself out a little bit, so I will unpsych myself as best as possible. Thank you for your support. Because it's really about y'all, like, making sure you guys like the videos, because I get to see it. I get to see it for real, and it's a big blessing. Like, it's a huge privilege to be able to know folks like Mr. Kogan, or to see something like the Booker down at AUSA. So I want to like do it justice correctly and portray it well. So anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy, oh gosh, one more coffee. One more, yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the spicy shrimp. We're getting spiced out up here. But yes, thank you guys for hanging out. I don't know if I'm gonna find that extra piece, and my eyes are starting to sting. So, thank you guys for watching another puzzle stream. This has been super fun. Welcome to my like little workstation. I hope to finish this one and maybe after this puzzle start with the first skill model. I'm looking into some of the Tamiya kits, and I have like a leftover like Chibi Tiger 2 from a few years ago. So continuing in the ancient scale modelers tradition of never building models they buy. We'll see what we can do. But thank you guys for all your support. Thanks everybody for all the gift subs and the tips along the way. I have some more vehicle sort of showcase videos, as well as the next Steel Aces like kind of first look into their ballistic system and how they are doing the history and the physics of real tanks kind of justice. I was really, really impressed by it, and I also think it's going to be fun. It's not just like accurate and unfun. I think it's going to translate really well into a playable game. And I don't do very much video game stuff here on YouTube. I'm not interested in like covering video games that are out and stuff like that. I'm not trying to do like gaming content, but because I love tanks, I really like Steel Aces, and I think you guys are going to also. So that's another thing that's really close to being done. 56 months, holy shit, Chubsy, your timing is impeccable. I'm just now starting to go offline. I don't know, I should be able to have the next stream be either Saturday or Sunday or something. So back on the weekend for sure, but I'm not able to say like, hey, I'm gonna do this tomorrow, because I think if I do have time, I might do a short one like in the morning, depending on what's up. But most chances I'm gonna be taking my time to work on some editing stuff. So we literally have like 15 videos in the pipeline, so we'll see about that. But it's okay, Chubbs, yeah. I know. Everybody has other stuff to do on their weekend too. It's not just about the stream, but yeah, no, the shirt. Oh, I'm glad. This is actually a really old design, but if you like the shirt, here it is. All my designs support the channel as well, so if you like those, here you go. I have a tortoise one also. If you don't like the mouse, I don't know why you're here, but Regardless. Anyways, I'm gonna say goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Have a good rest of your weekend, or a good start to your Sunday for my European folks who've already kind of started winding down. I appreciate everyone's time today. Your free time means a lot. That you spend some of it playing puzzle assembly with me. I appreciate everybody's respect today. Thank you for staying respectful in the stream and being cool. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.